Hey guys, it's Brenda Turner from brendaturner.com, and today we're going to talk about intuitive eating. This is very rudimentary, very basic, and this is a skill that you have. First things first, you're a human being with an inherent ability to know what foods are and are not good for your system. We're animals on this planet. We forget that sometimes, but we're animals just like the squirrels, just like the fish, just like the donkeys. sometimes a little bit more like the donkeys than we wish we were. We're animals with an inherent ability to know what's good and not good for us. That's how we're still alive. That's how we're still thriving. A lot of us have lost touch with that inherent instinctive ability to know what foods are and are not good for us. Enter intuitive eating. The way that I'm offering it to you today is also the ability to just come home to yourself. This is a self-care technique. This is a foundational self-care technique. A lot of people talk about intuitive eating as like, cool, I feel like eating pizza. I feel like eating breadsticks. I feel like eating tacos. I feel like eating a big sub sandwich with extra cheese, you know, the Chicago cheesy beefs. I feel like eating a Chicago cheesy beef with the bun dipped. Thank you very much. But no, that's not what intuitive eating is. Intuitive eating isn't going on the whims of what culture and society has kind of conditioned us to believe is good. Yes, these foods taste amazing, but these foods aren't what you actually want. These foods aren't what your body will guide you to when you start paying attention. So this is step one. Step one is eliminating junk food, just blatant junk food. I'm not talking about, you don't have to go on the AIP diet, you don't have to go on any extreme diet, but just get rid of junk food. Getting rid of junk food is going to help you to instinctively eat at a level that is going to take your health to a place that you can't even imagine. And it goes beyond just your physical health. It'll get to your mental health, your spiritual health. So just get rid of junk food. That junk food skews your taste buds. That junk food also hinders your ability to instinctively know what's good for you. Those foods also alter your gut microbiome, which impacts your digestion and your appetite and your brain chemistry and all of these things. So step one, get rid of junk food. Step two is, it doesn't matter what diet you're on. Be on whatever diet you want to be on. Ketogenic diet, great. Vegan diet, awesome. Paleo diet, perfect. AIP, great. Doesn't matter what diet you're on, you can intuitively eat still while you're on these diets. It doesn't matter if you're on a diet right now or you're not on a diet. I think that intuitive eating is a foundation of before you put anything in your mouth. It's very important to be intuitively aligned with your body. You always should be eating intuitively. Step three, this is the most blatant aspect of intuitive eating, and that's checking in with your somatic responses to food. That means your physical responses to food. That means your bodily responses to food. So food has an impact on every level of your being. It impacts your mind, it impacts your digestion, it impacts your skin, it impacts your hair, your mood, it impacts every aspect of your being. So you get feedback every time that you eat. Notice the feedback you're getting. Sometimes we get feedback like IBS, and we label it IBS instead of seeing it as feedback. If every time that you eat, like let's say pizza, and then you get cramping and bloating and digestive issues, well, you can use that information and start to instinctively eat in a way that's just basically, you're in touch with your body. You're listening to what your body wants, what your body needs, and you're honoring your somatic cues. The main things that you can pay attention to are your energy levels, digestive symptoms or lack thereof, how your digestion is, your skin. Another thing is your mental clarity, brain fog, depression, anxiety. Some other things that you might want to look out for are just little things like maybe you get BO when you eat certain things. Like these aren't, none of the things I'm about to say are like backed by science, but these are things to pay attention to. You might get itchy when you eat certain foods. You might get joint pain when you eat certain foods. You might get, like I said, body odor. You might smell really weird or off sometimes. You're like, why do I smell so funky right now? So your body has a very specific a bunch of specific little quirks that only you can tap into. Pay attention. listen to your body. We've got the somatic cues, pay attention to those. And then we've got the more subtle, energetic, like it, don't like it, just trusting your instincts, your animal instincts. So this is an invitation to trust your animal instincts. Just like I hope you trust when there's a person in the room and you just don't vibe with that person. It doesn't resonate with you. So you trust it. To tap into that energetic frequency, to the energetics of your food, that instinctive process that is not backed by science. Nothing I'm about to say is backed by science. However, it's pretty clear. It's like common sense. We're animals and we have an instinctive, intuitive, energetic ability to commune with our food, to know whether or not a food is good for us. To get into that, it's a matter of dropping behind your thoughts. A lot of us are up here thinking about things all the time. But to get into the energetics of your food, you just drop behind the thinking, that instinctive, animalistic process that is inherent in all of us. So drop behind your thinking. Don't overthink. You're just getting in tune with how food energetically affects you. That's not something that your mind is going to have any input in. Your mind won't serve you in this way. This is a energetic process that goes beyond thinking. It's more of a presence practice. And presence involves no words, no thinking, just being with the food you're about to eat. It's a very simple process. Don't overthink it. You got this because you're an animal and this is inherent in your abilities. That brings me to the last part of this video, and that is you're a moving river and your needs are constantly and ever will be changing. You are an evolving, changing being from second to second. Your energy levels change, your age changes, the things you're doing in your life change, your relationships change. With those changes come varying needs. So your needs are going to vary constantly from year to year. Your needs will vary, your nutritional needs. They may vary a little, they may vary a lot, but sure enough, they will vary. So that's why it's very important to get in touch with your intuitive awareness so that you can serve your body in a way that suits it throughout this ever-changing journey. And that makes it just so much easier. It takes off so much stress and so much pressure to live this way. Okay, so that just about does it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this little talk about intuitive eating. Put in the comments below, do you eat intuitively? Let me know if you love it, if you hate it, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.